Greetings, family. It is Empress D. I'm hoping that people are good. I wanted to jump on here and share something that came to me today while I was grating mushrooms at the kitchen sink. So I don't eat meat, and I'm making some pasta. So instead of ground chicken, which is what I used to use before I became a vegetarian, I grate mushrooms, and I use that as a substitute for my ground chicken in my pasta sauce. Anyway, so I'm sitting there grating these mushrooms, and something came to me. Now, family, people might think I'm crazy, and again, I'm so comfortable with that. Those that control this paradigm, they plan hundreds, if not hundreds of years in advance. I don't know if it's thousands, but maybe even thousands. Those that control this planet plan hundreds of years in advance, and they pass the plans down through the bloodlines. Okay? Those that control this paradigm also are very well versed in astrology. They say millionaires don't study astrology, billionaires do. And in fact, a lot of these billionaires have astrologers on their payroll. Now let me get back to this. Those that plan what's happening on this planet plan hundreds of years in advance. I don't know if people remember the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones were like a random erection of concrete slabs, and on those concrete slabs, and it was located in the state of Georgia in the United States of America, and on those concrete slabs was written a set of instructions in order to foster what's best for humanity, at least according to those who authored these guidestones. It was there was a bunch of different stones and written in different languages, of course. Now, the most notable, or the first thing that was written as guidance, was to keep humanity's population below 500 million people. Now, we really don't know how many people are on the planet, but we have to go with what we're told, and it's over 8 billion at this point. So that would mean that 7.5 billion people will have to go somewhere. We have to pay attention to the little nuggets that are all around us to kind of decipher what's going on around us, family. There's a lot of whispers. A lot of people talk about, oh, there's a depopulation agenda, this, that, and the other. Based on what I see happening around us, I would have to agree. There's so many attacks on our health that are happening around us, probably all along, but more so I feel like it's been ramped up since 2020. Family, what if those that are controlling this paradigm know something that we do not? What if they know that we are going to go through a period on this planet where something is going to happen to upgrade humans? And when I say upgrade, I mean an upgrade in terms of genetic material and abilities. When you look back in biblical times, I haven't kept it a secret that I really don't subscribe to religion and don't read the Bible, although I think I live by the principles of the Bible. But anyway, that's an aside. I know that it's not like I haven't ever read the Bible. When I was younger, I would like had a goal to read through the whole thing, right? And obviously I never, well, it's not obvious, but I never did. But I've read a good amount of the Bible. And I remember reading that people lived like over 1,000 years back in them times there. So now I bring that up to say this, family. What if some kind of event is going to happen, some kind of trigger from maybe the sun, right there, that thing right there. Maybe that thing is going to let off and give off a certain energy or frequency that is going to upgrade and change the genetic material of the present Homo sapien human being. What if those that control this construct obviously know this and don't want people to live that long? I read maybe a year ago that the first person that's going to live to be 150 has already been born. I don't know how they figure these things out, but I read that maybe about a year ago. Family, what is happening? Something big is happening. And my question to you is, what if that is what's going to happen? Human beings are going to be upgraded, and the powers that have been controlling this paradigm were aware that this was going to come, and they wanted to prevent that from happening. So they've done all kinds of diabolical and disgusting things to limit the amount of human beings that receive these upgrades. This is what came to me while I was grading my mushrooms, family. Okay? So I might be crazy. I'm so okay with people thinking that. But this is something that came to me, and I felt compelled to share, family. That's what's up today. Okay? That's my message. It's just food for thought. Okay? I encourage everybody, as I always do, to get out in nature, get these beautiful sun rays on your skin, help the sun to upgrade your DNA, and get out in nature with some solitude time, some prescribed solitude time, where you can be alone with your thoughts, family. This is what I encourage you to do, okay? Anyway, I'm not going to keep rambling. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, family. I love and I value each and every one of you. And yeah, food for thought, right? I could be wrong. But what I do know is that those that are controlling this paradigm have done a whole bunch of unorthodox things, especially in the last 5 years. And they were very forceful with it, right? And there has to be a reason, okay? Thank you for taking the time to listen, family. I love and I value each and every one of you. One love.